AITA for telling my grandpa to stop giving my mom money after she refused to buy me a backpack. I, 16M, live in a very complicated family situation that has been messy for as long as I can remember. My parents are divorced, neither of them is financially stable, and most of the stability in my life has come from my grandpa. But now I feel like I might have crossed a line that's going to hurt more people than I intended. My parents divorced when I was pretty young. My dad, who's 40, honestly doesn't have anything going for him. He doesn't have a house, a car, a job, or even his own money. He basically lives with my grandpa and survives off him. Whenever I'm with my dad, I'm really with my grandpa. Dad just kind of exists in the background. He doesn't really provide for me or even do much parenting. My mom, 38, has 4 kids. I'm the oldest, then I have 3 younger half-siblings from her second relationship. She works, but she's always broke. She struggles just to keep food on the table and pay the bills. I know it's not easy for her, raising 4 kids basically on her own. I live on a schedule, 1 week with my mom, 1 week with my grandpa, which is also technically with my dad since he lives there. It's been this way for years, and honestly, I prefer my grandpa's because it feels more stable. He's the one who actually takes care of me, buys me clothes, and makes sure I have the things I need. Here's the key detail. My grandpa gives my mom $1,000 a week. That's $4,000 a month. It's not court-ordered because he's not my dad. It's just him trying to make sure I'm okay when I'm living at her house. He doesn't have to do this at all. He's not legally obligated, but he does it because he loves me. At least, that's how I always saw it. But here's the problem. That money doesn't really go to me. My mom uses it for the household. And by household, I mean her and my 3 half-siblings. I get the bare minimum. Food when I'm there, a place to sleep. But anything extra? Clothes, gadgets, school supplies? That usually comes from my grandpa directly, not my mom. School started up again a few weeks ago, and like every teenager, I needed some supplies. When I was with my mom, we went shopping for my sibling stuff. We were at Target looking at backpacks, lunchboxes, and notebooks. I found this really nice backpack. Nothing crazy expensive, just a sturdy one that I knew would last a year and actually hold all my books. I asked my mom if she could buy it for me. She looked at me and said, "No, I'm already buying backpacks for your brothers and sister. You'll have to ask your grandpa for yours." I was kind of stunned. I said, "But grandpa already gives you money every week. That's supposed to be for me, right? Can't you just use a little of that for my backpack?" She snapped at me. "That money is for the household, not just for you. Don't be such a brat." That word brat hit me hard. I'm not a kid who demands luxury items. I don't ask for new shoes every month or expensive clothes. I literally just wanted a backpack, something for school, and she told me to go to my grandpa for it, even though he already gives her money. I felt this burning anger in my chest. In my head, I was screaming. Why do my siblings get things automatically, but I always have to go beg grandpa? Why does she get $1,000 a week in my name and then act like I don't deserve any of it? So I made a snap decision. That night, when I was back at grandpa's, I pulled him aside. "Grandpa," I said, "can you not send mom money anymore? What's the point? She doesn't use it on me. She uses it on her other kids. She wouldn't even buy me a backpack. I had to ask you instead. So why are you giving her money?" Grandpa looked really upset. He asked me to explain, so I told him the whole story. How she told me to ask him for a backpack instead of covering it herself. How she called me a brat for even asking. How it feels like she's using money that's supposed to be for me to support her other kids. He went silent for a while, and then finally he said, "You're right. I won't send her money anymore. If you need something, you come directly to me. I'll make sure you get it." And just like that, $1,000 a week stopped flowing to my mom. When my mom realized what happened, she lost it. She called me screaming on the phone. "What the hell did you say to your grandpa? He cut me off. Do you know what you've done? Do you know how hard it is to keep this house running? You're so selfish. You just screwed over your brothers and sister too." I yelled back. "He was giving you money for me, Mom, not for everyone else. You wouldn't even buy me a backpack." She called me an asshole. She said I don't understand adult responsibilities, that the money kept the lights on and food in the fridge, and that without it my siblings are going to suffer. She accused me of being jealous of them. Now my siblings don't know the full story, but they know something's wrong. My mom's been extra stressed and snapping at everyone. The house feels tense when I'm there. And my stepdad, their dad, is also pissed, saying I ruined everything and that I should mind my own business. Even my dad, useless as he is, said I went too far. I feel torn in half. On one hand, I feel justified. That money was never meant for my siblings. It was meant for me because grandpa wanted to make sure I was taken care of. Mom was using it to subsidize her other kids, and I was basically left to fend for myself. That doesn't feel fair. On the other hand, I can't stop thinking about what my mom said. "You screwed over your brothers and sister too. They're innocent in this. They didn't ask for any of this drama. And now they might go without because I got angry about a backpack. I don't want my siblings to suffer. I don't hate them. I just wanted my mom to treat me fairly. I wanted her to see me as one of her kids too. not just the inconvenient extra who brings in money from grandpa. But now I don't know if I made things worse for everyone. So, AITA for telling my grandpa to stop giving my mom money after she refused to buy me a backpack? On paper, I feel like I was standing up for myself. In reality, it feels like I might have caused way more damage than I intended. Did I overstep? Should I have just sucked it up and asked grandpa for the backpack like she said? I really need outside perspective, because right now, I'm caught between guilt and stubbornness. Update. Hey everyone, I didn't expect my post to get much traction, but I've read through so many of your comments and messages. A lot of you had really thoughtful perspectives that made me step back and think about the bigger picture. I want to give an update on what's happened since. So after I made the post, things at my mom's house got way worse. Without the $1,000 a week from my grandpa, her budget completely fell apart. She tried to stretch what little she makes at work, but bills piled up fast. She called my grandpa several times, crying and begging him to restart the payments, but he refused. He told her that money was for my name, and you weren't using it on him. She blew up at me again after that, saying I'd ruined everything and that I should be ashamed. My stepdad also confronted me during my week at mom's. He said, "You think you're so smart, but now your little brothers and sister are the ones suffering." He basically blamed me for the electric bill being late. I felt awful, but at the same time, I couldn't shake the anger that this was never supposed to fall on me in the first place. The surprising part is how my siblings reacted. They're younger, 13, 11, and 9, but they're not oblivious. They noticed the tension. One night my sister asked me, "Why is mom so mad at you?" I didn't tell her the whole story, but I said, "Because I asked grandpa to help me directly instead of through her." She said, "Good. She always spends more on us than you." It's not fair. That honestly broke me a little because I didn't expect her to notice. My grandpa has doubled down on his decision. Now when I need something, school supplies, clothes, even small stuff like snacks, he buys it directly. He also told me he's going to set up a savings account in my name, so the money he would have sent to mom will go into that instead. He said, "This way, you'll have something when you turn 18. I didn't even know what to say. I feel relieved, but also guilty, because I know my mom's household is struggling. As for my mom, she's still furious. She's been giving me the cold shoulder when I'm at her place, acting like I betrayed her. Last week she told me, "You're not welcome here if you're just going to ruin our lives." That one really stung. I don't want to lose my mom, but I also don't want to be treated like a wallet. I'm not sure what the long-term solution is. Right now I feel caught between two worlds, one where I finally feel like I'm being prioritized with grandpa, and one where I'm blamed for everything going wrong with mom. I'm trying not to take it out on my siblings, they don't deserve it, but it's hard to carry the guilt. So yeah, that's where things stand. Grandpa is firm on his decision, mom is angrier than ever, and I'm trying to figure out how to navigate the fallout.